Dakota Fanning, thank you for your time, and I have to ask, what was the most selling point for this movie? Coming to work in Ireland or working with the Shyamalans?
Oh, it was both. It was both. I've worked in Ireland before, so I knew what to expect, and I knew how lovely it is to be there. So I was very excited by that. And then working with the Shyamalans was also a huge bonus, and I knew that right away when I met Ishana. She was so lovely and creative and talented, and that was also obvious. So I was excited by both things. I have a lot of Irish friends, so it was fun to be there again.
So an easy gig nonetheless.
But yeah, that part at least. That part at least.
What about yourself in films? I mean, this is pretty scary. Do you like a scary film, Dakota?
I do. I don't mind a scary film. Yeah, I like all kinds of films, you know. I like good stories and good acting and having, sometimes you just need to watch something for fun, or to be, you know, you want to feel sad, or you want to feel a little alive and be scared, you know. I like using movies to feel, you know, kind of what I feel like I want to feel.
I think I met you a few years ago at a Melbourne red carpet. Charlotte's Web was the movie.
That's certainly a few
How
years ago.
old were you then, and what have you learned since then? I mean, that's a broad question, Dakota.
Yeah, it is. I was like 11 or 12 for that, so that's a while ago now. I've had a lot of experiences since then, but that also feels like yesterday making that movie in Melbourne. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I feel so lucky to have been able to do what I love to do for so long. You know, a lot of people at my age are just discovering what their passion is, and I'm fortunate that I've known for a long time. So I feel grateful for that.
Yeah, and I mean, I hate to say you have hit a big 3-0 in your life.
Hate to
is
say
there anything
it,
you
what?
know for sure? You sound like, you know, I don't like to talk about ladies' age is what I mean.
I'm all right. No, 30's like the best so far, new beginning.
And you sound like you know what you're about, and you are quite happy with this life, with this career. You could be making movies, and we'll be sitting here in another 30 years having this conversation. You are incredibly lucky, I get the feeling.
Oh, I do feel very lucky. I hope so. I hope to be still continuing to do this in another 30 years. Can't imagine that I wouldn't want to be. Feel very lucky. I have a really blessed life, and you know, love getting to make movies. You know, it's a really it's challenging at times. Of course, there are hard things about it, and whatever, as with anything. But it's what I can't imagine doing anything else. So yeah, I'm lucky that I still get to do it.
We touched on making the movie with the Shyamalans, and I don't want to give away too much about this film because that's part of the joy of watching a film from this family. We can say now they're a wonderful family of filmmakers.
Yes.
How do we explain a little bit about Mina and the Watchers?
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, we meet my character Mina at a crossroads in her life, a little bit of a stagnant period where she's a bit stuck, and you kind of get to connect with her a little bit in the beginning of the film before she finds herself in these very strange circumstances in the forests of Ireland, and is met by these 3 other characters, and it's revealed that they at night have to be protected in this structure, and that they're watched from creatures on the other side that they can't see. And you know, I think that tension of being watched by something that you can't see is very you can really feel that. And you know, it's sort of set in the world of Irish folklore and myth and fairy tale, and it's a little bit of an adult fairy tale. And yeah, I loved that there's this supernatural, surreal genre, Shyamalan genre to the film, and then there's also kind of a grounded emotional story that you can connect to. So I think the real and the unreal are woven together in a really unique way.
And you leave the cinema wondering about what just happened, which I think is great about these type of films. They leave you with a thinking part of it long after the credits roll. The star of this film, aside from yourself, Dakota, has to be Island in the wonderful beauty
Yes.
that creates this backdrop of mystique and eeriness in only the way Ireland can. It is a bit disappointing, I have to say, though. You had the premiere in London and not in Wicklow. I mean, Wicklow would have loved you to be there, Dakota.
Oh, we spent a lot of time there, and I loved it. It really, Ireland is a character in the film. It wouldn't be the same without the nature and the landscapes, for sure. And yes, I've spent my fair share of time in Wicklow, but I'm sure I'll be back. I have friends that live there, so I'm sure that I will be back again one day soon.
And having spent so much time in Ireland, can I ask, are you a whiskey or a Guinness gal?
I think I'm a Guinness gal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do love a Guinness.
Good to hear. So I guess spending so much time in Ireland, is there anything on the books for you to come back here anytime soon, or anything in general we can kind of get a little taste of what's next, Dakota?
Nothing on the books to come back to Ireland, but, you know, never say never. Hope that I'm back again soon. I just finished doing a movie called Vicious, and I did a series with Nicole Kidman last year that's coming out for Netflix called The Perfect Couple, and enjoying this. And the series Ripley that I was in is also out on Netflix. So there's a lot sort of happening in the moment. So I'm just trying to enjoy it and not rush through it to the next thing too fast.
I saw myself.
Someone's out there.
Please open the door.
John? My husband's outside.
This is a trick.
Oh my God.